next 7 minutes. I just want to start her off right out the gate. All right, all right. What is up, everybody? Get a little Bob Lee on there. Little Bob Lee. Start off the show. Maybe we'll get a little luck here. That's supposed to be the leprechaun version of me. I think I could do better than that. What's up, everybody? Let me start up the chat. Hold up 1 second. How is everybody doing today? Just got done with a nice 3-mile jog / walk. Gotta throw that in there. Didn't jog the whole way, but feeling good. It is freezing down here in Florida. I left the house with a t-shirt, and I was freezing so much I had to stop at a Marshalls or something like that and grab a hoodie because it was so cold. It's like 63 degrees down here. Stepping away for a couple. Got to call a customer. Hey, man, get that money, buddy. Mark Monfrey, what's up, man? How you doing? All right. I'm going to just jump right into the charts today. Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing here, that it's finally going away from all-time highs, which, gosh dang, that was forever, right? That was pretty annoying. That was, I feel like it's a really good day today. I feel like today could be a really good trading day. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna force the trade and own the market and become the market makers together. Not really, just saying. Who's all having a good day? What's going on? I'm gonna go ahead and we go live daily at 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Boom. Cut. Plus pull. There we go. All right, guys. What do we got here? What is going on? What is going on? Feeling good about today. No more trashy trades either. I'm going to take only A+ again because it's just been beating me up whenever I do that. Yesterday was the worst trading a day I had in a long time, but it's all good. 63 cold. You could not handle it here. 38 degrees. Nah, I couldn't handle it there. I'm from Ohio, so I probably could, but I hated it. What's up, Roger? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. By the way, guys, look at this Pulse X action here. Let's see what we had here today. You know what? You know the drill. Yellow cloud flip. Guys, if you're not taking these yet, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, seriously, no, really. I'm gonna actually, for all new members and old members, I'm making it so I'm gonna do text alerts that tell you when this happens, when I see these, because look, today was a 1 to 17, okay, and then forced out right here at a 1 to 8 basically, and then we had another one where you would have had to get in twice. So you would have lost one, maybe, unless you took some profits, right? It would have been right here. Look at this, guys. This is crazy. Like, this is crazy. Like you probably grabbed something out of a 1 to 6 right here, right? And then you had another opportunity right here on this close. Let's see if it didn't get wicked out. Oh, it wicked out that one. Wicked out that one. But then you had one more opportunity off of this. And, ultimately, this has just been killing it, guys. I don't even know how to explain it. So, yeah, you might have lost 2 there. It would have been close. I might have put my stop leg right here, to be fair. But let's say I put my stop there. That would have been a good 1 to 6 there, or more, actually. Like, it's just been beautiful. And I think we're approaching a potential buy, but I don't want to go against the grain either. So if you don't have that yet, guys, Solomon Trading VIP is where it's at. That is all I have to say about that today. So let me kind of line up. I'm going to take the VWAP off as well. I'm going to go to the 1 hour. I'm just going to look where we're at in the market. First thing I notice is we have a break of structure, solid candle close above this. Oh, my bad. Right. Actually, there's 2 places. It broke 2 structures right here. Now we'll call it this one. We'll call it this one because this is connected to this whole higher or lower high, lower low, and then it broke for a higher high. But with that said, we then broke this low. Actually, this is the one right above it. We broke this low right above it. Tank in the market. But with that said, because it broke this structure, I'm going to go ahead and mark this up as a 1 hour block, right? To potentially look for buys. And my first trade of the day will probably be a 5-minute bounce. Let me see if I can get it. So I'd love to see what happens out of this block. But I'm going to go back up to the 1 hour and I'm going to look again. All right, so my playing field at this current moment, the only area I'm looking at in all of the market, it's nothing to do with this. It's not about this gap. It's not about anything. It's not about my predictions. It's the fact that I'm between this block and this block right here. So right now I'm looking for potential buys out of here, but I'm going to sell until it doesn't sell anymore. All right. You got it again, but you're losing sleep. How big? How big of a trade did you get, buddy? Let's look what you got last night. This is where it's all at, guys. I'm telling you, I might actually just have one account where I'm basically just trading that. Was it this buy here? Oh, right here, maybe. Hey, look. A little sloppy last night, I'm not gonna lie. Could have been somewhere right in there, 10 points. It wasn't huge either. I mean, still pretty good. Never hit the yellow either. Oh, the buy, maybe. Maybe you got in here. You got in here, you might be golden. Let's see. Ah. You'd have been tagged out there, but then you got back in here. That would have been your move. Most likely. Nothing huge today, but they're all like good, you know, 1 to 6s and stuff. Phil Hope, what's up, Phil? Good to see you, Phil. It was similar to the one we got the other day. Beautiful. Yeah, they're addicting, man. It's like, doesn't seem right that it should be that easy, honestly. So this just keeps dropping for now. So we can potentially look for a sell out of, I don't know, this whole range, because I don't know. Let me look at how big of a, put a sell block there. I'm going to measure that, how big that is. That's a huge stop. So hopefully we can get something out of there. I'm looking for some other way to enter. There's a little fair value gap up here. Let me look on the 1 minute, see if we get some kind of fair value gap or something to sell off of. Make this a little lighter. What's up, Tana? Good to see you. I'm going to turn off the VWAP too, because I already know where we're at. Filled. There's only one fair value gap in there that I see that's unfilled. On the 1 minute, here's a 5 minute one above that. Might as well just mark up as 1 minute too, because they're both 1 minute, I guess. So there's that. So there's 2 fair value gaps up here. How we can kind of counter that is, let's say we want to just say, you know what, we're going to put it over one of them, right? So we make our stop 40. Not the best looking thing ever. And then we look for a block right here. Right? I'm not just taking anything today anymore. Not after yesterday's beatdown. I'm just doing my normal. I'm going back to my normal routine of 75% wins. I don't care if it's boring or not. We'll see what happens though. So let me like load up my trading view. I do expect it to buy eventually here, but I'm not going to guess when. You know? You can see her all day. Yeah, oh my gosh. I was about 30 minutes south of Cleveland for like 30-something years of my life. So yeah, I know all about it. And I don't desire to go back, ever. What's up? Smoke Eater, are you Tim? I don't know, I see Tim. I think it's Tim or something. I just see Smoke Eater though, username. Yeah, I'm going to load that up next. Titans play. For what it's worth, I prefer that. I don't need to take less than ideal trades. Yeah, I'm going to do that again. Just sometimes it gets so aggravating that there's nothing happening. And, like, I just don't care anymore. I'm just going to be boring again. Make trading boring again and just go back to, like, winning. How about that? So, eventually this is going to be taken out, most likely. So... This hopefully, all right, the way I look at this, I'm just going to put this here right there. Hold on 1 second. Let me explain this. I'm going to put a text right here so I can see 5 minute block high. So I don't have to freaking have the whole block there. All right, the way I look at this, if we enter off this area right here, mark this up. If we enter off this area right here, we have most likely a potential out. Okay, at least one potential out because of the fair value gap above, right? Yeah, my tools are gone. Tripping. All right. So if this comes up here and we enter here, and let's say it just messes around and comes up, most likely it'll reject this. That's why I have my stop of this, and it'll wick out some area and come back for a potential break even. And that's why I do that. So I don't just put it directly above a lot of times, especially when we're like deep into this 1 hour block right here. I'm great with that plan. Yeah, I'm just going back. I don't care anymore. There's nothing boring about winning. I agree. Just usually will, you know, to lose 100% is very rare. Okay. And that was yesterday. Usually, like, even on those B setups, we'll get like 60-70% win rate. You know what I mean? Here we go. Actually, get this ready. And trade this like you know that you could potentially lose, okay? Don't... Let's see here. Still using a decent sized stop. I'm not in yet. I'm actually hoping it comes up here and liquidates this, then closes or something. But either way, if it comes up here and closes below, I'll probably get in for a sell. I'm giving it a shot. Oh my gosh, I freaking got in with a limit order again. Gosh darn. That sucks. So I had to increase that right there. And I didn't even have my stop. That's unfortunate. I keep doing that because I'm not used to trading on Trading View over here. Come on, baby. I might not. I also might not try to break records again. Like we were hitting, just so we know, like we hit like 1-to-1s and 1-to-2s, and I'm like, man, I think what faded me was, what's up, Tommy? What faded me was we hit that 1-to-20 the other day, and now I'm trying to hit these massive wins. When in reality, I could just grab the profits. And I'm like, like kind of jaded me a little bit there. Right at the 50% mark of this 1 hour block, so I don't know how much longer it's going to drop, you know? This could be something like this, right? If we wanted to do a take profit. Eh. It sounds too much like Zelda. I gotta switch this ASAP. I feel like I'm in a video game. Drive me crazy. I need some new music, is what I need. The members only call right after this is so much better because I can just play whatever I want. Flow like water. Right? Bruce Lee, baby. We got some Bob Lee action here. I need to make a lot of new ones. You know, I had this up and then I realized it starts back over at 9 minutes every minute. I should delete that somehow. There, I'll delete it right here. What's good, Michael Johnson? I'm trading funded on my right over here. This one I'm doing evals. I do evals in front of you guys. And then if I pass these little evals, these little 50Kers, then I just trade them in front of you as well. Definitely, well, my stop's going to be like right here. So I would take like a small L if this decided to turn on me again. Hey, what's up, Vladimir? Great to see you, buddy. Great to have you. Come on, push down. We just took this low right here, so be careful. I'm just going to take this. I need a dub. So I just plus 400 that. Small little half R, okay? You all profit on that. We're in a freaking 1 hour buy block. So any given moment, we're going to buy up. So what I'd love to see happen is this be taken, something be taken here, then break back down maybe for sells. Because if I go to the 5 minute, really I need this high to be broken to look for buys. Like if I want A+ setups, that used to be my rule forever. And then I kind of faded from it because I've been trying to catch the bottom. Good morning, Paul Anthony. Good to see you, buddy. First time here. What's up, Dylan Rodriguez? Good to see ya. We just took that little win there. Who all profited on that? Some of you guys might still be holding. The reason I got out a little early is because this 1 hour block, I didn't want to get caught up in that. Just kind of waiting. Would not the last green break be a buy? Clean break. Last green break be a buy. I don't see any clean breaks. Can you give me a time? So right now there's this wick is lower than this 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 is lower than this. There's no like lower high in here, like a little mid lower high. You might get fooled if you're on a 1 minute, but I don't even see that. There's not even a break back up on the 1 at all. You could attempt a 1 minute out of here. So another thing we do with pulse X a lot of times is we'll put it on the 15-second and wait for this green cloud flip, which should basically be a pivot, and then try to take it from there as long as it doesn't break this low. If it breaks this low, if it wicks the low, it's a different story. If it wicks the low on a higher time frame, like 5 minute, 15 minute, then I might be looking for buys back up, just thinking it took liquidity right here. Meanwhile, I'm going to mark up the next block below, which would be right here. There'd be the next block that it can go after. And a lot of times what you'll see is you'll see it wick this, tag this, and then start heading back up. Just kind of reject. Either way, it's buys somewhere in here. But again, we sell until we can't sell anymore. All right, now we're getting some volume up. Hoping it takes some liquidity out of up here. Red wick higher than green candle. On the 5. Red wick. I don't know. I don't know if you're... This? I don't see anything like that. 25948. say this higher than this. Like this wick higher than this green. Is that what you're talking about? If you have 1,000 left on drawdown, no, I wouldn't start over. Oh, you're talking about, oh, it's just about to renew. Yeah, if you're talking about from here to here, that wasn't a clean break at all. Because this wick is lower than this, so this isn't a pullback. So there's no break here. So far, there's no pullbacks. I call these momentum candles. This, unfortunately, at the time being, is momentum's to the downside. Just the wick, maybe, is that what you're seeing? 1310. Yeah, it's just a wick above another candle. Good afternoon, Rich. Good to see you, buddy. Waiting for pullback to 5-minute fair value gap. Don't know if we're going to get that, though. I agree, Dylan. Yeah, are you talking about this one up here? This little fair value gap up here. I marked these in orange. Yeah, the first break of structure would be literally all the way up here. The only clean break on a 5-minute would be this high, because all these wicks are lower than each other. So price went lower. So no, there's no structure to break at all in this area other than right here. And there's only one fair value gap on the 5-minute right here. There's one little 1-minute fair value gap right here. The way this is moving, though, guys. All right, so here's what I'm seeing. We're in a 1-hour block right here. We've been dumping forever. This is exactly when they would want to take this liquidity out. Just look how slow it's just going. So eventually, this is when you'll see like a big move and a pullback. Usually, then we take out liquidity here, kind of thing. 15-minute on NQ still shows downtrend. Yeah, I mean, clearly it looks downtrend right now. And we're going to keep selling until we can't sell anymore. Unfortunately, we don't have a 5-minute block to sell from right here. So we got to do 1-minute blocks. So we could keep doing that. In fact, we just kind of missed that right here to sell. But the lower I get into this 1-hour block, the more I don't want to sell. Yeah. Nick, what up, brother? How you doing? Past 100K today, Bob. Congrats, Patrick. Let's go. That's what I want to hear. We need to get this positive vibes going after these last few weeks. But I'm feeling good. Like November, I always kill it in November. So unless something changes in the world or something, like November is usually really good for me. And so is December, actually. Some people don't even trade in December. I always do good in December. I remember the first year I did really good. It was like 7-8 years ago, and I was doing a Forex account, and it was like December 15th, and everybody's like, oh, you can't trade this time of year. I literally freaking, dude, I full ported. I think it was $1,000 account, and I think I made like 18-something thousand or something stupid in like a week. Now, of course, that doesn't always happen, but it was like one of those like crazy, woo, that was a good Christmas. It was a good way to end the year. You know what I mean? No shave our profits November. I like that, Ashley. I could destroy the Dow. I love the Dow. I just really love NQ. I mean, the Dow, I mean, if you look at it, it's the same. It's doing the same exact thing. And let's just look at it. It's pretty much the same thing. But You know what I didn't test with it yet is my Pulse X strategy. I mean, you look at this, guys. Like for instance, if you were here and you had no time, like this one killed it, obviously. I was showing this a little bit earlier. This one killed it right here. 10-point stop. That's what we do. This is one of our moves. Okay, just made it. Actually, let me zoom in to show you it actually worked. Right there. Second candle after close, right there. 10 points. Boom, smashed to a 1 to 16. That was at 8:50 a.m., right? Then you had another opportunity here. That was like a 1 to 6. And you had another opportunity on this one, which I think might have failed right with that wick. So you might have lost there. But yeah, we've been destroying these, right? You get 60 to 70 points quickly. Yeah. I tried the Dow and it ate me up. You have to explain if you have any differences. Trading, maybe it was just the last 2 days, like the way it runs. So I could, you know what I'll do? I'll put an alert right here. This will be fun. This will be fun. All right, so I'm not looking at all. I'm just putting right here. Go to replay mode. Boom. Slap the VWAP on. I'm not looking at anything else. All right. Let's just look. Wait, where am I? Why does it look like that? Oh, it's this old data, isn't it? I need like the new YM, don't I? That's how much I don't trade this. Hold on, let me look. Wait. I definitely need the micro YM. Am I doing something wrong? What's wrong here? Hold on a second. YM. It's been so long. My YM. I guess it just looks like that. Oh, well, we'll pretend it doesn't have to look like that or something. First one would have been right here, but I didn't call that. So let's just wait. The next move I'd do would be, all right, why does it look like that? Seriously. I feel stupid right now. YM futures. It's probably one of these funny ones. Z 2025. All right, someone help me. It's been a while. December. I'm in IYM. Oh, my bad. Isn't that what I just did? That's what I just did. I don't know why it's looking like that. Yeah, usually it looks better on mine. Like that's my why. That's all right. Whatever. I'll just play with it like that, just real quick while I'm waiting on that to go up or down. Look at that trash, though. All right, so we're above. Okay, so here's the kicker, guys. We're above the VWAP, right? We already hit the yellow. We didn't hit this yellow yet, right? So what I've been doing is I actually been trading that up, right? So this already hit. I probably would have entered here off of like kind of the push or the break right here. So this would have been like my move. And then you could kind of maybe do like a 15. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. They don't all work, obviously, but they do, like, you know, if you have some set rules, like you hit a 1 to 2, set to break even. So that would roughly be a break even. I don't know why my candles look like that, but I still would want to take the break back up above the green. So we got a flip. It's taking liquidity. That's how I visualize taking liquidity. And if we get a green back up, I'm taking it. All right, there we are. So let's just try it. Let's try 10 on this one. So again, I don't trade YM that much anymore, but it all works pretty much the same for the most part. And it likes to go back and forth, doesn't it? So that hit all the way up to a 1 to 2.8. I don't know, what time of day is it? Oh, 5:12 a.m. That's why. Let's get some volume. A little bit more volume. All right, we hit the yellow. We're waiting on a green cloud flip, pivot. Boom. Oh, didn't hit. And there it is. Let's try that one. Let's just do 10 for the sake of this. There you are. I don't even know this. I don't even trade this. See what I'm saying? It's a 1 to 5 so far. You could try to take it all the way up, but what I've been telling people, you hit the 1 to 5, then you either get out at break even or you wait for the cloud flip back red and get out. So you could do either way, right? So pretend I'm holding it, pretend I'm holding it, pretend I'm holding it, pretend I'm holding it. It went all the way up to a 1 to 14 right there. I mean, I don't know how much you need, but just also know this. Okay, so if I wasn't out, I grabbed it right there. So if I wasn't out, I got a 1 to 6, right? But I could almost promise you NASDAQ did the same thing. So like, let's look. October, 7:15 a.m. Let's see if it busted up. That's October 25th. Right here. It did the exact same thing. $7.15. Like busted up. See? So like that's why I stopped trading both, because I'm like, oh well, it's just they kind of just do the same thing. But like NQ, this kind of moved a little bit better for me for like the longest time, and it's been literally paying all my bills. And sometimes, by the way, I'll do this. Like if I don't have a good take on the market, I'll let it play out, right? If you notice here, remember what I said, when it flips back green, you're expecting it to come down lower. It's creating lower lows, lower highs. I'm expecting it to most likely drop. So once this flip back red, this is where I'd be looking again. Short. Boom. 10. I think I might. Oh. See if that one hit. Boom. So that one hit 1 to 6.23. Then you would have stopped out if you actually held it. But then you had this next opportunity. This is what I was talking about. I think you got scalped. You got taken out if you use a 10. All right, we finally went. Let me get out of here. We're going up now. All right, here we go. Let's see if we got a new 5-minute high. And we don't. So there's nothing here to break. This is lower than this. 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 And I'm sick of taking like gamble trades. So I'm not going to do that. Unfortunately, the only way I'm going to take a buy is if it freaking closes above here. Unfortunately. Because I'm sick of taking these gamble trades. And then, you know, the main reason is because some people can't handle the multiple losses and they start freaking going crazy and blowing their accounts. So I just can't do it. I can't do it. You could enter on the BOS or the close below or above the Pulse X line. If you watch for a double bottom, before getting in, that might help too. Yeah, I like the double bottoms. They just don't always happen. I like giving it multiple different kind of confluences. Like, okay, it could be a double bottom. It could be a wick out of the bottom, plus a break. It could be a one of my favorites lately is an inverted fair value gap. Definitely the cloud flip. Yeah, you're talking about right here? Yeah, I mean, by the time this flips, it's going to probably break. So it's kind of fat right here. Now you could take a gambly one, do a 15-second, and it'll break a little earlier. But it's definitely more gambly. Not really, Marcel. But what I do is I will actually... Excuse me. Am I going to be okay? I mean, I don't benefit from Snap, but like, and I heard they're going to fix it, so we'll see what happens there. I have ES, so right here, I'll check ES for if this is reversing first, like what do you call it, S&T divergence. So this is going up before this goes up, but this is just doing the same thing right now. That's the only thing I trade. I use NQ. I just make all my money from NQ mainly. As far as Snap, yeah, MES. As far as Snap goes, oh, I'm not joking about Snap. As far as Snap goes, make sure you get all your groceries. That's all I'm saying. Ahead of time. But I do believe it's going to be fixed before chaos happens. My personal opinion. What's funny is I trade S&P when trading myself, trade NQ with the coaches. Oh, I do too. Well, I know. So if I didn't know like actual hardworking like single mothers that actually needed it, and single fathers, and just struggling families, if I didn't actually know that, then I would be on that side of maybe my old self would be like, of course there's going to be people that take advantage of anything. So if there are the people that take advantage of it, then yeah, shame on them, whatever. But I do know people like with this inflation and everything that really need it. So there's a lot of people that take advantage of it. So I don't know how you fix that. I guess drug tests and stuff. I don't know. They will pull a rabbit out of a hat and meet in the middle somewhere and pass clean CR and everything. I'm hoping. I was on, I don't know if it was called Snap. I was definitely on something for like, because I have a family of 6, and in between businesses, you know how embarrassing it was for me. I mean, I don't want to say embarrassing because nobody knew. It was more humbling. It was a humbling experience. When I almost went bankrupt, I think like late 20s, for just like 3 months. It was really bad, and it was a good time. Like, and I didn't feel bad at all because I paid into the taxes. I paid a lot of money in taxes, so like I didn't feel bad, but I felt humbled because I'm like, how did I get to this point? You know, so maybe that's what it was called. I don't remember. A long time ago. Hopefully never get there again. Knock on wood. Yeah, somebody wants to look like the hero. It's all good. Average taxpayer pays $36. $36 a year for SNAP benefits. I'd rather some people who don't deserve it get it than people who need it to go without it. You're saying $36? I don't know. I don't know any way to. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm sure you researched that, so I don't. If it was from anybody else, I wouldn't even hear that out. It's a lifeline, not a way of life. Yeah, see, I agree. See, Mark, yeah, I'm 100% there. I'm 100% for getting families, hardworking families, doing their best to try to get out of a slump and fix their situation. But and unless you're disabled or something or whatever, there's also other caveats to this. Let's say you were doing good. I've seen this happen too. Let's say you were doing really good financially and built a big family, and then you lose everything. So is that person a bad family? This is why I'm more independent, because I do think certain reasons. I think you know, I've known families like literally they were doing amazing. They built this beautiful family, and all of a sudden, and they were like not lazy people at all. And then they tried to get back up and they just couldn't. And like, bam. And it was just like, and they got their jobs. Look what you started. You brought up Snap. Most of the people receiving Snap are foreigners who've been broken down in several videos. I wouldn't say most, but a lot. I was on Medicaid for a time when one of our children was born. It was very humbling to see how low income people are treated. Yeah. One of the worst things for me was when you actually use the card. You're in the store and you don't want anybody to see you. Like, whatever. I guess it shouldn't be that way, but it was like, holy crap, like what happened here? Yeah, I think oh, you know what? I was in ministry as well. Yeah, that's what it was. I wasn't really paying attention to my business as much. I was running it, but then it stopped working. And I was like almost a pastor, and it was like killing. And I'm like, I remember specifically thinking, like, God, like I'm in the ministry and I'm trying to serve and like reach people for Christ. And then now I'm struggling like this, you know? Yeah, yeah. That's to sum it all up is don't make a career out of Snap. Like I've seen some videos of people saying, "You guys owe me, you're paying all my stuff." And I'm like, "Okay." So that's where I have an issue with it. That's it. That's I'm gonna end it right there. I'm done talking about it. There we go. I think I'm more in the middle than a lot of people. I think it's not a black and white situation. And I mean, heck, I give my money out to people all the time. There's this little nice little kid, so well spoken. Oh my gosh. So it was just last night and he needed 160 more dollars. What was it? Hold on 1 second. Let's find this. It's really cool. I don't think it's a Christian organization. Um, I'm waiting for this to potentially look. We wicked out this bottom. I'm waiting for potential buys out of here. But yeah, this kid right here with the long hair, cutest freaking kid ever. I don't know if I can see. If you can see this. Actually, hold up. Mm. Yeah, let's see. Oh, you can't see. It's gonna be this kid right here comes up. He's 13 years old. It's at 10 o'clock at night. I just got out of Chipotle as I spent $40 on a meal. And this little kid, he needed it's so cute, this organization. They go around, it's all about keeping kids off streets and like reaching people and keeping them in like sports. And then let's see, it says you have helped this teen earn shopping vouchers, learn communication skills, attend monthly activities and seminars, follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Anyways, it's like called Florida Youth Club of America. Every time I see them, they're so well spoken. They come up, they're so polite. He asked me to pray for him after I gave him some money. I always do that. So I always say, like, what was the most amount? Because they'll be out there for like 10 hours, right? They'll be out there for like 10 hours, right? Love seeing it. Hardworking kids. They'll be out there 10 hours asking for help. Um, and I always, for some reason, I always get up at the end of the day, but he's like, yeah, we needed 800 today. I was out here for 10 hours. I just need 160 more. He was thinking I'd give him 10. I was like, here you go. And it just, see, that's the kind of stuff I like to do. And I always try to do it in front of my kids so that they could see, like, because I know where my blessings come from. I know where my, I'm not doing it so I can get blessed, but I just don't have to worry about it. See what I'm saying? So it was just kind of cool. Moving on. Send them 50 cents a piece. Yeah, we've been, I mean, we all owe Caesar at some point, right? That's never been not a thing, right? 15-minute candle doji. Yeah. We have that doji, another doji. I'm still kind of just waiting. Oh, looky what we got here now, guys. We can now move this to here because we liquidated this. And now we have a new high to break out of a 15-minute block, and that would be an A plus setup for me. Just be careful because if that actually doesn't happen, just make sure you got your food and make sure you're protected if you're going and shopping. Because like I would make sure not to bring fear in your life or anything, but just please make sure you got food for you and your family before tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. We went and got like 3 weeks worth just in case. because I'm not sending my wife to the store. I heard Walmart's closing ahead of time, and they're only taking online orders. Like whatever. So we got all this liquidity up here to take out, guys. Right from here up, right. So I'm going to take this buy once this comes here. I'm going to use a bigger stop. I don't really care because I anticipate it coming up to this VWAP, probably taking out this high at least. Let me get that ready. 400 and some today so far on this. I want to try to get to 1500 real quick. Can't make any more than that. Like right around there. Let's pass it then, Robert. Hey man, have you ever passed a challenge yet? I miss my son. Aiden. I gotta get you on here, buddy. I think he's taking a break. He had a little bad run, so he's like just chilling. Ever since the all-time highs, it's kind of like just been messing with us. So we made a rule that we're not going to trade it unless we're like 200 points away from it. It's not nothing to do with the VWAP. We already hit the yellow VWAP, but we have a new high to break on the 5-minute. See this? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So if it comes up here, we are now potentially looking for a good buy. I'm gonna wait on the 5-minute close though. Yeah, we won our first trade, Deity. By the way, hey buddy, let me handle you right now. Saw that earlier. My apologies, homie. I've just been running around with my head cut off. Oh, would you mind I don't know, maybe you didn't need it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it didn't show a picture. That's why I keep missing it. All right, we need it to close. I don't care if I'm late on the entry. I don't need to FOMO it. There's always a way to re-enter. You don't need to FOMO. You don't need to go crazy. You don't need to get in because it crossed. You need to wait for a close. That's what I'm saying right now, buddy. Oh yeah. Uh yeah. Just let me know. Just let me know whenever it's sent in. Yeah, we'll do that. That's cool. He's been making really, really good shorts for me. If you guys are new here, we'd love to have you every single day at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live, trade for about an hour, hang out, and then I go into my members only at 2. Which, okay, yesterday to my members only, I was a little frustrated, so I said I'm only going to show up if this, and this happens. Well, I think I'm still going to show up, regardless, especially now that I see A+ setups happening. So but I'm just going to be more patient because so some people hit me up. They're like, dude, I'd rather just sit there and not take trades and watch how you not take trades. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just go back to that. See you in VIP, Patrick. I'm trying to figure out what should I be for Halloween. So it needs to be somewhat warm because it's going to be freezing tonight, like 50s. And we had some friends invite us over. Where are we out here? So like, just don't get in, Robert. Don't get in. Batman, I thought about Batman. I appreciate you, Brad. Yeah, I want to be that guy that always shows up. I have to show you guys consistency. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be the guy that's like, be consistent, and then I'm not consistent. So, like, I have to be that guy. Like, I just have to. It's the same thing for your kid. You know, when you have kids. Not that you guys are my kids, but like, you gotta do that for your kids too. You got to keep showing up because they're watching, right? I'm good with not taking trades to develop healthy habits mindset for long term. Yep. Go as a stock. A stock. Go as a stock. How could I pull that off? How could I pull that off? Man, I could be a breakup structure. Could be a BOS. I could be a 1 hour order block. Nobody would know. I'd be the only one that knew. I might find one friend. So yesterday I'm at the gym, or last night I'm at the gym. I'm just doing some oh dude, I'm doing these whatever these the shoulder things and then ooh, ooh, I'm like, but I hear this guy, he's like, so it's like a Chinese dude. He's like, sounds really intelligent, and he's like, oh yeah, man, I had such a consistent month and the market was just up and down and like blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh sweet, this guy's a trader. So then of course now I'm the awkward guy. I'm like, hey bro, you traded? And he goes, "Oh," he's like, "It's this 21-year-old genius dude sells life insurance." He's like, "Bro, yeah." He's like, "Nah, I just had a really good month in life." He has like 10 people under him selling it. Gives me this whole marketing plan. I'm like, dang, I could start a whole business with that alone if I wanted to. There's money everywhere, guys. Like literally money everywhere if you want. I'm freaking flipping pool sticks now. Like what the crap? Buy low, sell high, supply demand. Like I don't do it for a living, but God, I'm trying to show my kids like you can make money everywhere. When I was a lot of you guys don't know this, but I when I was 17 to 18, I was a power seller on eBay. I was pulling in $10,000 weeks flipping used direct TV satellite equipment. So what I was teaching my kids is like, go, all right, we gotta enter this. Buy. That's a limit. Again, Bob. It's a limit. Oops, did I get in twice? Oops, I did. That was an accident. Hold on. I gotta fix that. I won that. Bye. All right. There's literally money everywhere, guys. You don't have to struggle. Like, sure, it takes a little bit of your brain, but go and look. Here's my advice for anybody looking to flip some stuff. Oh my gosh, this cat is crazy. Stop. Oh, look at this psycho. Whoa, bro. Bro. My gosh. Look, see, I'm hustling right here. Price. But you can like, dude, you could average $2,000-3,000 a month just selling pool sticks. Anything you're passionate about, there's a way to make money. So while I'm waiting on this, because I'm in this trade now, let me show you Facebook Market. Let's see, wait. Share this tab. Hold on. So my wife even oh, that's a pretty good price. My wife, she made like 7 grand last year just flipping coffee pods. Like it's just extra money. Like you raising a family. I don't know how people raise a family in this economy, but like go start looking in these, go to like this, the marketplace in your area and start looking, okay, at like some of the ads. And I found like several. This is the stick I have coming. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Anyways, I'm so weird with that. Everybody's got their weird thing, right? Oh, look at the orb. Let me see how this trade's doing real quick. Okay, we're winning. Good. Um, Let me put an alert there just so I don't make too much. Uh, boy, how does one add an alert? There it is. Why is this going to PA? That's crazy. And okay, sorry about that. I've been getting so much like he'll be like on Facebook and you're getting like porn ads all of a sudden. It's crazy. And you put it doesn't matter how many times you say not interested. Don't show me this again. Okay, buddy. That's for a pillow. Oh, the other thing. So these Macs, not this necessarily this Air, but like you could sit on this. You could probably buy this for $100 and put 500 on it, and as long as you don't need the money right away, you'll sell it in a month for 400, 300. You'll make $200. Like, come on, that's easy money. But that's not even what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find it. What the heck is that? 74 Mercedes. Can you imagine pulling up in that? So that sells 900 top price. But my point is, hold on, let me find this. I saw a million of them yesterday, but I was showing my kids this is how you find things. You roll through here. Let me put pull sticks. This example, pull stick. Of course, they're not going to pop up today. By the way, freaking bought one of these too. This is like a snowboard. This looks so amazing. I used to snowboard for like 8 years, but this is like snowboarding on a. Look at that. Look. It's coming. Oh my gosh. Look how you could shred. You see this? You could shred. Hold that trade. I keep looking at the charts. Don't worry. But no, really, you see that? That's crazy. I didn't have a choice. I had to buy it immediately. Your husband does that? That's awesome. Yeah, hit up support, Marcel. Well, you don't have to, not for my sake. Don't worry about me. But just make sure you didn't get overcharged or something. I don't know if they'll even help you. I wasn't a skateboard kid. I was a snowboard kid. I didn't like skateboarding personally. Sorry. Guys, all I was going to show you is look for the ads like wherever you're like whatever you're passionate about and say like if they start saying like I buy Moochie sticks. Okay, that was one example. Moochie. That's the only thing I shoot with is Moochies, and this guy was like I buy Moochies. So like how I made so much money as a kid was I used to say like I buy use DirecTV satellite equipment. Like whatever it is that you want to flip that you're passionate about that you know really well of, you just put an ad and say I buy this stuff. And then usually people that see that they're like, dude, I just need to off this and pay a bill. You freaking buy it. You know, the whole supply and demand thing, start flipping this sucker. You'd be shocked. And just make sure it's something that's like $500, $300 to $500 or more that you can just flip over and over again. And next thing you know, you got a freaking like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 business. You know what I mean? Yay! Congratulations, Robert. How did you pass when it's going down? I just need to know that right now. Oh, don't do that, smoke eater. Don't. Just wait for the next move. Okay. Green dot disappeared on the 1 minute NASDAQ. Let's see. Oh, you're right. So here's the actual Pulse X move. All right. It was very interesting. I might even just for fun of it. We would have lost that one right there. But if we get another push off of this, this would be the entry, right? So let's say you lost that one. It's in real time. I think it's easier in real time during live market because it's slower. Like during a I'm going to enter again right here. Watch this. This is going to be interesting setup. If it goes green. Yeah, Robert, is that your first time ever passing, bro? Is that your first time ever passing? I'm not getting in on that green. I need to like so if it goes back up again past here, I'll get in. I don't like how thin that body was. All right, so watch this. I'm going to add 20 or add 10 rather to this because of this move. I'm not telling you guys to do that. You can hold the original move. It's just a big stop, so this will just kind of decrease my stop size. And this is just an eval, so I'm pretty much full porting this sucker. So once I get it back to here, oh my gosh, I'll just need it to go like right here, and I maxed out the day. So smoke eater, just wait. Just wait for the best move. You ain't got to take 5 in a row to get 100. Trust me. I just made a post on that. By the way, oh crap! In 2 minutes we go to our members only live. So let me get that set up. Link. If you guys want to continue with me, Right now, it's just $97 per month. You go to solomontrading.com if you want. We've already won one good one today. We're in this one, especially if it goes back above that pulse X line. But you get my indicator. You get 36 plus live sessions per month for $97 a month, plus my community, Telegram, and school, plus all this extra training. So solomontrading.com, $97 a month, lock in your spot. We're going to have multiple tiers later where it'll be like probably 147 to 197. So just lock in your spot now. Nobody ever leaves. They come in, they stay forever. Especially now that I've been doing these lives in the afternoon. Kept blowing the live accounts on Wednesday. Man, Robert, that was all you, brother, but I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you. I love seeing you still going, man. Love seeing it. And on this prop for man, just be careful, all right? Just wait for the A+ setups. Like right now, I'm waiting for this to back above this pulse X line and close, hopefully. And then I'm going to take a 10-point position here. Already in a position. I think it's going to work. Should work. If it doesn't, it's going to actually break this 1 hour block. And that's the kind of stops you need. You know, that's the kind of risk that you need. Like put it behind a 1 hour block, 2 hour block. Welcome all new members, guys. I'm making up the right now. You could also hit the QR code above my head right here if you're too lazy. And if you're not ready to do that yet or just tight, I go live every single day, well, Monday, for free on YouTube. And then we go into the fun. Alert here so I don't miss this. Create. 10 seconds. I'm going to enter again, most likely. Schedule. Putting the links in, guys, right now into Solomon Trading VIP community. 1 second. Live trade. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the entry. 20 seconds. Members only live trading with Beckett. Boom. Category. Send members. Boom, boom. 3 seconds. All right, here we go. And I'm in. Do it. Delayed. Percent. Okay, got me in. That was delayed though. Let's see if I could finish this trade off with you guys where I need to be. I need to be at see, I made it's lagging. What the heck? 40. Okay, so I basically need like 1100 real quick. So here's the 10-point stop. Pulse X move. Let's move this fair gap out of the way. Can't even set up an emoji. Hold on. Oh, I just lost internet. Did I? Am I still live? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Guys, is it better? Let me know if it's better now. Okay, yeah, my whole all right. So we're at a 1 to 2.3 on this Pulse X one so far. If it can make it a little higher, that'd be fantastic. Let me try to get this ready. Like I couldn't even finish making the live. I'm just gonna post this if it worked now. It barely let me get in my position. That was wild. So we hit like a 1 to 3. Did anybody see that? Like, did you take it? Because I hate the fact that there's like a block right here. I also hate the fact that it wicked out this high. But overall, it should go. I just don't like that there's this one little block. There we go. Push. I just need like 1100-ish. Hold on. I need just get up there. Get to here. I'm not telling you to get out because I think it's still gonna buy, you know. As long as I can get past this junk over here, I think it's gonna still buy. Thank God my internet didn't completely flop. Just move your stop to break even. Part of me wants to just take this because of this stupid freaking block over here, but if we can get past that, we're gold. We're rocketing. I want to put a rocket here instead. Instead of quitting, I'm putting a rocket. Because there's no reason for them to drop it right here. Realistically. Maybe a temporary one. Yeah, I'm trading right out of TV right now. All right, let me get this completely up, guys. Sorry. My internet threw me off here. All right, so I'm putting this in the Institutional Trading 101. See, members only trading with Bob Beckett right now. Boom. All right, there's the link. Put that in institutional, and now I'm putting it in Solomon Trading, Telegram. I put it in school already. I think we're going to have a good afternoon. Maybe. We've already had a pretty good day. And futures boot camp, Bob's training. All right, guys, I will see you over in the members only live. Again, if you want to join right now, join at solomontrading.com, $97 a month. I will see you for the next couple hours live. All right. See you guys. God bless. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern.